Hello and welcome to CarPal. My name is Vignesh, and in this video we're going to be talking about two very similar cars, the Kia Seltos and the Hyundai Creta. Being a virtual dealership that sells the Seltos and the Creta online, we are asked two questions quite frequently. Number one, how is the Seltos different from the Creta? Number two, how is the Creta different from the Seltos? Here's a quick video explaining what's different. First up, let's explore how the Seltos is different from the Creta. Number 1. The 360-degree camera. Now this is the biggest selling point for the Seltos when compared to the Creta. What it basically does is give you a bird's eye view of how exactly your parking situation looks like. What it does is basically take inputs from the front camera, the rear camera, and those tiny cameras on the sides underneath the rear view mirrors to project and render a bird's eye view, and this way you get a complete picture of how exactly your surroundings are when it comes to parking. Honestly, it's a huge convenience. Number 2 is the blind spot monitor. As a byproduct of the 360 camera, you get the blind spot monitor, which basically takes inputs from that particular side ORVM's camera when you activate the lane change indicator. That is, when you lift your indicator lever just a little bit and not all the way. So you get this input in your instrument cluster so that you don't have to change your line of vision from the road and to the mirrors. Number 3 is the heads-up display. The heads-up display is basically a small screen that's very close to the windshield of the car that gives you immediate information about the speed, the navigation, and a few more details, so that you don't have to change your line of vision from the road or to any of the screens, that is the instrument cluster or the infotainment system, for directions or any other information. Number 4 is the Highline DPMS. Now, Highline DPMS is also a safety feature that would give you information about each tire's air pressure. Now, the Creta also gets it, but it only has it in the top trim SX optional variant, while the Seltos gets it in the lower variants itself. Now it's time to see how the Creta is different from the Seltos. Number 1, the panoramic sunroof. The sunroof is the biggest selling point for the Creta. And yes, it's a very debatable topic because especially in a country like ours where there's heat and pollution, what's really the use of a sunroof? But the fact remains that it actually helps in bringing in a lot more natural light to the cabin and therefore gives you a better sense of virtual space. On a side note, it also helps people with motion sickness to be a lot more comfortable inside the car. Number 2, paddle shifters. The Creta gets the paddle shifters in all of its automatic transmission options. Now this way, if you want to manually override your automatic transmission, all you have to do is use your paddles behind the steering wheel with the plus and minus instead of taking your hand all the way from the steering wheel and to the gear lever. Honestly, the paddle shifters add this touch of enthusiasm to your driving experience. Number 3, safety tech in the middle variants. The Creta gets additional safety technology in the middle SX variants when compared to the Seltos' HTX variants. Now, as an addition to the dual airbags, the ABS and the reverse sensors and the camera, you get VSM, Vehicle Stability Management, ESP, Electronic Stability Program, and HAC, that's Hill Assist Control. Now, these may not be features that would make a huge difference to your everyday driving, but it's always great to know that there's this blanket of electronic safety that's applied to your entire driving usage. Number 4 is the e-parking brake button. The e-parking brake button is again a very debatable topic because enthusiasts don't like it, but at the same time it adds a lot of premiumness to the cabin. This is because e-parking brake buttons are usually used in the premium cars, and now when you apply that technology here in the Creta, it immediately sends out a message that the Creta is a lot more superior to the Seltos, which uses a manual handbrake. On a side note, what's really cool about the Seltos and the Creta is that you can buy these cars online completely from where you're sitting and watching this video. In fact, all you have to do is go to trycarpal.com. On that note, thank you so much for watching. Do drop us a comment if you'd like to add something to this video. Have a great day.